Well, we finished up our time with the Mighty Five, exploring the national parks in Utah, and we're going to head south. We're going to stop at the Four Corners first, and then head towards Monument Valley. We're Karin and Jeremy, an average couple with average jobs and limited vacation time. When we take trips, we have 1 or 2 weeks, 3 if we're lucky, and we want to see and do as much as possible when we travel. Join us as we maximize our vacation time on Mapping It. We got on the road early because we had a long day of driving ahead of us. It's a 2.5-hour drive to get to the Four Corners from Moab, but shortly after we started our drive, we came across a stone arch near the side of the highway, and we had to make a stop to check it out. There are pullouts on both sides of the road and a short trail that you can hike to get up close to the arch. After that quick pit stop, we got back on the road. The Four Corners is the only location in the U.S. where 4 states meet. You'll have to pay a fee when you enter. The National Park Pass doesn't cover the entrance fee because the Four Corners Monument is administered by the Navajo Nation.
We're at the Four Corners where Utah, New Mexico, Colorado, and Arizona meet.
And it's really cool. You can stand in the center and be in 4 places at once. New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, Arizona. It wasn't very busy when we visited, but we did have to wait in line to take our photos. There are also vendors selling art and jewelry that's handmade locally and makes great souvenirs. If you're lucky, there might also be a couple food trucks selling Navajo tacos. There weren't any when we visited, so we backtracked slightly to get some from a local restaurant for lunch. Well, it's lunchtime, so let's go get some fry bread tacos from Twin Rocks Cafe. What are you eating?
A Navajo taco.
What kind?
With chicken and green chili.
Nice. How is it?
It smells good.
Yeah, it does.
The fry bread is pretty light, and the salsa is actually pretty spicy, and the meat is very good.
Does it have beans in it?
Yes, but I don't think I've had too many.
I have a fry bread taco with pork carnitas. Looks very good. Unfortunately, it has beans, and I thought I was getting something without beans. And there's a lot of beans. Big bite. Very mild. Very mild. Very beany. I need some salt. But otherwise, very good. How was it?
Very good.
Yeah. After lunch, we got back in the car to drive 40 minutes down the road to Valley of the Gods. Valley of the Gods is filled with incredible sandstone rock formations, just like what you can see in Monument Valley. The difference is that Monument Valley falls under the administration of Native American tribes, while Valley of the Gods is protected federal land that is managed by the Bureau of Land Management.
We're at the Valley of the Gods, right next to Monument Valley.
It's BLM land, so it's free to use, free to explore, and free to stay overnight if you want to. We're going to check it out. There's a 17-mile gravel road that runs through the Valley of the Gods, and it's pretty well maintained. There are some steep parts, and if you're coming during off-season or shoulder season, you might want to consider having a 4-wheel drive vehicle with high clearance, because there might be some spots that are more difficult for a standard car to handle. We found some buttes and monuments in Valley of the Gods, and they're pretty impressive.
And beautiful.
For drone enthusiasts, it's important to be aware that you're not allowed to fly your drone in Monument Valley, which is why Valley of the Gods is a great alternative. Because it's on BLM land, you can fly there and get some great views of the rock formations up close. We had a great time exploring the Valley of the Gods and highly recommend checking it out if you're going to be anywhere in the area.
We're at Goosenecks State Park.
1,000 feet below us is the San Juan River carving its way through this canyon. Goosenecks State Park encompasses an area of the San Juan River where the river meanders back and forth, carving goosenecks in the rock. The water in the river travels a distance of 6 miles as it winds its way through the canyon, but it only advances 1.5 miles linearly. You have to pay a fee to enter the park, but the views make it worth the stop. With storm clouds looming threateningly on the horizon, we got back in our car to head to our most anticipated stop of the day, Monument Valley. The first location we stopped was just a pullout on the side of the road. This is a really popular spot to stop, and everyone wants to get a picture in the middle of the road, so you'll have to be patient if you want to get your shot. We made it to Monument Valley.
This is where Forrest Gump finished his run across the country.
You also have to be careful because you're standing in the middle of the highway and cars don't have to stop, so look both ways before you go.
I'm pretty tired. I think I'll go home now.
This spot wasn't too busy, but it still ate up a lot of time. If you're traveling during peak season and you want a shot without other people in it, be prepared to wait. You will definitely have better luck if you come early in the morning or later in the day. We had one more stop for the day, and luckily it was close by. If you have the willpower to stay in the car, it's only a 20-minute drive to Monument Valley Tribal Park, but with frequent pullouts on the side of the road, it took us much longer because we had to stop and enjoy the views along the way. We're at a viewpoint in Monument Valley at Navajo Tribal Park for sunset.
It's
Pretty
beautiful.
windy.
And beautiful.
We parked at the Tribal Park Visitor Center and enjoyed this incredible view just steps from our car. At the Visitor Center, there's a gift shop, restrooms, and a restaurant. When you enter the Tribal Park, you can pay to drive the 17-mile loop that takes you up close to many impressive sandstone formations. Entrance to the loop drive is on a first-come, first-served basis, and we arrived later in the day after the drive had closed, so we just relaxed and enjoyed the sunset views. It was a great way to end another long road trip day. Welcome to Moab! Ugh.
This is the butt.
No.
Ain't that a beaut?
No! Do you have anything?
I don't remember what we were going to say.
Not. Ugh. We're at a viewpoint at